Hi Wyldlife friends, my name is Ellie. I'm a leader at Tecumseh and I'm also a sophomore at Purdue this year. And tonight I kind of wanted to just talk to you guys a little bit about Jesus. So we're going to start in Matthew 16:13, which starts out with Jesus meeting up with his disciples, and he asks them, "Who do people say the Son of Man is?" And they replied, "Some say John the Baptist, others say Elijah, and still others Jeremiah or one of the prophets. But what about you?" he asked. "Who do you say I am?" And this conversation in the Bible is really cool because it shows that Jesus didn't care what others thought about him or their opinions. He only cared about his disciples and what they thought of him and who they said he was. And that's really cool because these are the people that are closest to him and who knew him best. And for me, at least, this kind of reminds me of when I was younger. There was a girl who would tell people things about me that weren't true. And instead of me going around trying to convince everyone that those weren't true, I turned to the people who knew me best and who loved me, because if they really knew me, they knew that those things weren't true. And this is actually exactly what Peter does in the next line. He replies to Jesus and he says, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." And this is really cool because Peter had been told by those around him and other people that the Son of God was John the Baptist or Elijah or other people. But Peter knew Jesus and he knew who he was and believed him and loved him for that. And so this is also an interesting question that Jesus asks of, "Who do you say I am?" Because he's not only asking the disciples this, he's also asking us. And we answer this question every day by the things we say and do. It's also, he didn't ask this question because he wants the opinions of people. He asked it because he has a desire to have a relationship with us. And he wants us to be able to know him as much as he knows us. And he shows us in the Bible the love he has for us by the way that he talks about us. He calls us things like beloved or friends, accepted, blessed, holy, new, which is really cool because in these ways and the way he talks about us, he honors us for who we really are and shows us what he thinks about us. And he wants us to be able to honor him in the same way and know him well enough to talk about him like that. So he wants to be able to know you, and he wants you to be able to know him. But he asks this question because he wants to know who he is to you. He wants to know if he's a friend, if he's someone that you know loves you, or even if he's just some random guy that you hear about sometimes. But no matter your answer, I want to let you know that Jesus wants a relationship with you because he loves us, and he wants us to be able to know each other. He wants you to be able to know him just as much as he knows you. And he wants to be able to have that relationship with you and show you the love that he has for you. So I want to ask you guys a question. If Jesus were to ask you the same question of "Who do you say I am?" how would you answer? And you guys can either just think about this to yourselves or feel free to comment below. But us leaders would love to hear from you and love to hear your feedback. And we are very excited to get to hang out with you guys this semester, and hopefully we'll get to see you in person sometime soon. But yeah, we hope you have a great week, and go Broncos!